Hello, I'm LR and welcome to Storylines and Theories. This is the segment in which we talk about a subject and we're going to get your comments, views, and thoughts about that subject. You can respond to commenting below on the comment section, or you can reach me at readytoreactnow@gmail.com, Twitter, or Facebook. Thank you so much for joining me this week. It's been a very busy week. Last week I was kind of off a little bit as I was gone attending EDC. If you don't know what that is, it's the Electric Daisy Carnival. I enjoy that electronic dance music. Had a great time dressing up. It's almost like Comic-Con but with music. You dress up, wear different things, and I had a great time. And maybe I'll post a picture too what I wore and everything. So, but you guys definitely can check that out. But I had a great time. I'm back now, and I just came back from Las Vegas. Amazing Comic-Con, which was fantastic. Met Stan Lee, which was fantastic to see Stan there. Tom McFarlane as well. Great. I'll post some of those pictures at my Cosplay Assemble segment. Check that out as well on this YouTube channel. Now, let's get into this week's Storylines and Theories. And this week we're going to talk about our our comic book movies becoming more R-rated available, so to speak. And what I mean by that is, are we going to see more R-rated comic book movies in the future? And I say yes, we are. Deadpool and Logan, because of their big success, really paved the way for this to happen in the future and continue to grow as we continue on with more comic book movies. Certain movies demand it. And, you know, Logan definitely needed R rating, but you could have done PG, but it wouldn't have been as good as movies, in my opinion. Deadpool, of course, needed R rating. Not just for the sexuality in it, but the cussing, some of the violence. It made it a better movie, a comedy that was R-rated and hardcore, and it fit the character of who he is in the comic books throughout, even in the cartoon, so to speak. You know, they kind of kept it kind of mild, but Deadpool is more of an R-rated character, and so is Logan. Logan, all his movies could have been R-rated if you wanted them to, but Logan could go both ways. He could have been R-rated or PG, but it was a much better movie in my opinion as R-rated. And as you know, we're getting a Venom movie next year, and Venom, without a doubt, has to be R-rated, especially if your villain is going to be Carnage, who is nothing more than a flat-out murderer with superpowers. Plain and simple. So I can't wait to see that, and that's going to be in the tone of Friday the 13th, Halloween, a lot of blood, gore, and Spider-Man will be in it in some way, somehow, some kind of small role, but that is definitely going to be really set the standard as far as bloodlust in a comic book movie. Now, Marvel doesn't have as many issues with this as the other properties, because Marvel characters, a lot of characters don't demand an R rating. I would say the only other one besides Venom would probably be if they did Werewolf by Night or Morbius the Living Vampire, something like that. Everybody else, though, Marvel, I think they can give away with PG rating and be just fine, tell a great story. Now, DC, on the other hand, you're talking a whole nother story there with DC. DC has a lot more characters that not only could use an R rating but should be R ratings. People like Spectre, David did Spectre, Etrigan, which he could be PG-13 or rated R. I would like to see him as a rated R character. Swamp Thing, Dr. Fate if you wanted to, and of course Justice League Dark. I mean, that definitely could be an R rating. Now, though all those are optional, you don't have to do R ratings, but I definitely could see them doing an R rating now that it's becoming more acceptable, and they're not seeing a drop off. You know, speaking of Marvel, Blade. If they ever do a Blade remake, Blade definitely could be done in R rating, and I think Blade would be fantastic done in R rating. But you know, that's if they decide to do it. I think Blade is going more to the Netflix route, which they can do them correctly there as well. But obviously, this is not going to hurt the box office. It's been proven by Deadpool and Logan, so studios feel comfortable now. And if you've been to Deadpool and Logan, you've seen plenty of kids there with their parents, and some with, you know, just as young as 6 years old. I've seen watching Deadpool and some of those sex scenes, you know, in Deadpool. You know, so obviously parents are going to take their kids to see these movies either way. It's obviously not going to hurt their box office, as studios have seen with these last 2 movies. So they're going to continue to grow and continue to make these movies, and I think it's the way to go. I think now comic books movies are taken a lot more serious as stories, serious stories, either horror stories, comedies, adventure, thrillers. I think we're going to see the Academy Awards and Oscars look at these a little more favorably, as far as not just campy comic book movies, but as serious movies with serious actors playing them in great roles, and they should get credit for those roles. And we saw that a little bit with Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight, as it was taken a lot more serious, and I think we're going to continue to see that. Not so much the Avengers, but movies like Logan, things like that, that's more in a serious tone. We're going to see more of those accolades hopefully given to those movies at the Oscars and Academy Award presentations. So I'm all for the R rating. I'd like to know what you think. Do you think we're going to see more of these? Do you think it's the right thing to do, in the right direction, to tell a proper, true story of these characters? You know, these heroes are fighting villains, and some of the villains are deadly. Not just robbing banks or trying to take over the world, but killing people, mass destruction. So, you know, you might have to display this story in R rating to tell it the proper way. So I think it's the way to go. Tell me your thoughts, though. Email me at gmail.readytoreactnow@gmail.com. our Twitter and Facebook, and send me your comments below, and subscribe to my channel. I'm LR Reactor. Thank you for watching Storylines and Theories. I'll see you next time.